defeating Adrien Broner tonight in Florida, securing a 10-round unanimous decision victory. The judges scored the fight 96, 93, 96, 93, and 97, 91 in favor of Cobbs. Although Cobbs managed to knock Broner down,
Adrien Broner's post-fight bombshell left fans reeling as he made a shocking announcement following his loss to Blair Cobbs. In a stunning turn of events, Broner dismissed Cobbs' victory, claiming the fight's outcome didn't reflect the true story. With speculation mounting and fans buzzing, Broner's potential retirement has everyone asking, is this the end of an era for the former champ? Stick around as we dive into the details of this explosive revelation. All right, boxing fans, let's dive into the electrifying details of the Adrien Broner versus Blair Cobbs fight that everyone's talking about. This bout was packed with intense moments, unexpected twists, and an outcome that has the boxing world buzzing. From the opening bell, Blair Cobbs came out swinging, establishing his dominance early on. The first round saw Cobbs landing sharp jabs and a solid left to Broner's body, setting the tone for the rest of the match. Broner, surprisingly sluggish, seemed hesitant and was on the back foot from the start. Cobbs capitalized on this, keeping the pressure high and forcing Broner to stay defensive. The second round was where things really heated up. Cobbs landed a powerful left hand that sent Broner to the canvas, a moment that had the crowd on their feet. Not only did Broner lose his footing, but he also lost his mouthpiece and a tooth. This was a critical blow, both physically and psychologically, and it was clear that Cobbs was in control. As the fight progressed, Cobbs maintained his aggressive approach. He was relentless, continuously throwing punches and keeping Broner at bay. The judges' scores reflected this dominance with final tallies of 96, 93, 96, 93, and 97, 91, all in favor of Cobbs. His strategy was straightforward but effective. Overwhelm Broner with speed, precision, and relentless pressure. Broner's struggles were evident. Known for his quick hands and defensive skills, he looked a shadow of his former self. His punches lacked the usual power and accuracy, and he appeared demotivated and out of sync. Losing his mouthpiece multiple times only added to the disarray, showing just how unprepared he seemed. Cobbs, on the other hand, executed his game plan flawlessly. He kept the pressure on, mixed up his attacks, and stayed active throughout the fight. This victory over a former world champion like Broner is a significant milestone in Cobbs' career and sets him up as a rising star in the welterweight division. So what's next for these fighters? Cobbs has his sights set on bigger challenges, calling out Ryan Garcia for a potential showdown. For Broner, the future looks uncertain, with talks of retirement swirling after this disappointing performance. And with his shocking announcement of retirement right after the loss, it seems like the future for the fighter is pretty murky. The real drama happened afterwards. After the fight, the reactions from both fighters were telling. Blair Cobbs took the opportunity to praise Adrien Broner's resilience, acknowledging Broner's strong chin and ability to withstand powerful blows despite the beating he took. Cobbs showed respect for his opponent, which was a classy move considering the tension before the fight. Despite Broner's controversial pre-fight remarks, which included a threat of gun violence and a homophobic slur, Cobbs remained composed and didn't let those comments affect his focus. This level of professionalism was commendable and highlighted Cobbs' maturity in handling the situation. Even when the atmosphere could have turned sour, Cobbs kept his cool and stuck to his game plan. In his post-fight interview, Cobbs didn't shy away from expressing his ambitions. He called out Ryan Garcia for a potential fight, clearly signaling his desire to climb higher in the welterweight ranks. This call-out shows Cobbs' confidence and determination to take on bigger challenges and make a name for himself in the boxing world.
Here he goes, AB. Yeah, he showed up. Yeah, that's right, he showed up. So what's going to happen come Friday night? Well, you know what it is. You know what it is.
And that isn't even the most shocking thing that happened. In the aftermath of the fight, Adrien Broner dropped a bombshell that left everyone stunned. As he walked away from the ring, Broner made a surprising claim that Cobbs didn't actually beat him, despite the clear and unanimous decision from the judges. This statement caught many off guard, considering how one-sided the fight appeared. Adding to the shock, reports emerged suggesting that Broner had confided in his agent, declaring that this would be his last fight. This hint at retirement has sparked a wave of reactions from fans and commentators alike. Broner, a former champion with a storied career, contemplating retirement marks a significant moment in boxing. Fans took to social media to express their mixed emotions. Some were supportive, acknowledging Broner's contributions to the sport and understanding his decision to step away. Others were more critical, questioning whether this was the right time for him to retire or if he still had something left to prove. Commentators and analysts also weighed in on Broner's potential retirement. Many pointed out that his recent performances had shown a decline, and perhaps this decision was a necessary one. However, there were also voices that suggested Broner could have a future in a different role within the boxing world, perhaps as a trainer or commentator, given his extensive experience and knowledge of the sport. This revelation has undoubtedly added another layer of intrigue to the already dramatic fight. As fans and experts speculate about Broner's next move, the boxing community is left wondering what the future holds for the former champ. Whether this marks the end of an era or the beginning of a new chapter for Broner remains to be seen. In any case, Broner's bombshell announcement has made waves, ensuring that his name will remain in the headlines as discussions about his legacy and future continue. Now let's first look at Adrien Broner's performance, and it was clear from the start that he wasn't at his best. Broner, once known for his speed and power, seemed to have lost the edge that made him a top contender. His punches lacked the usual snap, and his movements were noticeably slower. Throughout the fight, Broner faced several issues that highlighted his struggles. He lost his mouthpiece multiple times, which disrupted the flow of the fight and showed his lack of focus. More dramatically, he lost a tooth in the second round after a powerful punch from Cobbs. This was a big moment for him. This was a tough blow, both literally and figuratively, and it added to the impression that Broner was out of his depth. Broner's overall demeanor was also telling. He seemed unmotivated and disconnected, a shadow of the fighter who once commanded the ring. There was no urgency in his actions, and he appeared hesitant to engage fully. This lack of enthusiasm was evident to everyone watching, and it raised questions about his future in boxing. Despite landing some punches, Broner was consistently outperformed by Cobbs. He missed many of his targets, and when he did connect, the punches lacked the power to make a significant impact. It was clear that Broner was struggling to find his rhythm and confidence. As the fight progressed, Broner's struggles became more apparent. He was visibly frustrated and exhausted, often backing away rather than pressing forward. His body language spoke volumes about his state of mind, and it seemed like he was just going through the motions rather than fighting to win. Broner's performance in this fight was a far cry from his former glory. His slow speed, lack of power, and apparent lack of motivation were evident throughout the bout, raising serious questions about his ability to compete at this level in the future. Shifting our focus to Blair Cobbs' approach, his strategy and execution were key to his victory. Cobbs came into this bout with a clear game plan and executed it almost flawlessly. From the opening bell, it was evident that Cobbs was determined to stay active and keep Broner on the defensive. Cobbs started strong, landing several right jabs and a solid left to Broner's body in the first round. He maintained a high pace, continuously throwing punches and keeping Broner at bay. Cobbs' strategy was simple but effective. Overwhelm Broner with volume and activity. This approach paid off, as Broner struggled to respond and looked hesitant throughout the fight. One of the key moments in the fight was in the second round, when Cobbs landed a powerful left hand that sent Broner to the canvas. This knockdown was a turning point and set the tone for the rest of the fight. Cobbs continued to press the attack, taking advantage of Broner's sluggish movements and lack of power. Broner lost his mouthpiece multiple times and even a tooth, further highlighting Cobbs' dominance. Cobbs' ability to maintain his composure and stick to his game plan was impressive. He showed resilience and adaptability, countering Broner's attempts to fight back and staying focused on his strategy. Cobbs' consistent activity and willingness to engage made it difficult for Broner to find any rhythm or momentum. As the fight progressed, Cobbs didn't let up. He kept the pressure on Broner, landing effective punches and avoiding significant damage himself. Cobbs' footwork and head movement were on point, making it hard for Broner to land clean shots. This level of execution demonstrated Cobbs' preparation and determination. By the later rounds, Cobbs had established a clear lead. His relentless approach and tactical discipline ensured his victory, as reflected in the judges' scores. Cobbs' performance in this fight showcased his potential and marked a significant milestone in his career. The post-fight reactions extended beyond the ring, with fans and analysts weighing in on social media. Many praised Cobbs for his performance and his respectful handling of Broner's pre-fight behavior. Others expressed concern for Broner, suggesting that it might be time for him to consider stepping away from the sport. The post-fight reactions really highlighted the contrasting attitudes of the two fighters. Cobbs emerged as a respectful and ambitious contender, while Broner's struggles continued to cast a shadow over his career. So what's the future looking like for Cobbs? With a record of 17-1, Blair Cobbs has positioned himself as a rising star in the welterweight division. His victory over Adrien Broner, even though Broner is past his prime, marks a significant milestone in Cobbs' career. This win has definitely put him on the map and caught the attention of boxing fans and analysts alike. Cobbs' performance against Broner showcased his potential and determination. He stayed active, maintained a high pace, and executed his game plan effectively. These qualities are crucial for any fighter looking to climb the ranks in a competitive division like welterweight. Cobbs' call out to Ryan Garcia is certainly exciting. This move clearly indicates Cobbs' ambition and confidence in his abilities. Garcia, known for his speed and power, would be a formidable opponent, and a fight between them would certainly generate a lot of interest. Fans are eager to see if Cobbs can step up to such a challenge and prove himself against a top-tier fighter. The boxing community is buzzing with speculation about Cobbs' next steps. Some believe he has the potential to become a serious contender in the welterweight division if he continues to train hard and take on tough opponents. Others are cautious, pointing out that while his victory over Broner is impressive, he still has much to prove against the division's elite. Cobbs' path forward will be crucial in determining his future in the sport. He has the skills and the drive, but consistency and taking on high-caliber opponents will be key. His next few fights will likely define his career trajectory and show whether he can live up to the rising expectations. All in all, Blair Cobbs' future looks promising. His victory over Broner is a step in the right direction, and his call out to Ryan Garcia shows he's not afraid to aim high. The boxing world will be watching closely to see how he navigates his career from here. As we wrap up our deep dive into Adrien Broner's shocking post-fight announcement and Blair Cobbs' significant victory, what are your thoughts on Broner's claims and potential retirement? Do you think Cobbs is ready to take on top-tier opponents, or is there more he needs to prove? Share your insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest boxing news and analysis. Thank you for watching.